what is going on, guys? It's the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video, and so today I'm going to be talking about the Sword Art Online Alicization, aka Sword Art Online Season 3 news that have come out. It has officially been announced that it is going to be on Toonami. I was a little late on this news, obviously, because it was just announced yesterday during the broadcast. But during before it was even broadcasted, when I was doing my Dragon Ball Super live reaction on the stream, reacting to the new episode, people were telling me about this, and I didn't even know about it. And they showed me the link for it, so thank you guys for letting me know about this. But obviously I was kind of late on it anyways, because it was being shown then. So this is a good pickup for Toonami. Sword Art Online has gotten ratings for Toonami through the years since 2013 when it debuted. In 2015, the numbers continued to go up. So this was a solid pickup for them. I am interested in what's going to happen now with because it's replacing Mod, which that show it wrapped up its first season, but there's supposed to be a season 2 that's coming out. So I imagine that the dub is not ready. Because a lot of people are complaining about that last night. I imagine the dub is not ready for it, and they're holding it until it is ready. And since it's not ready right now, they're pulling it so they can put another show on, which is of course Sword Art Online. So I expect Mob to be back very soon. They did this I think a year ago with JoJo. When JoJo season 1 ended, they had to dub season 2, so they just moved on to the next show, went to Attack on Titan, and then once Attack on Titan was over, they went right back to it. So there's no real panic for people that like the Mob series. It's just on hiatus. But so Sword Art Online Season 3 is finally coming, and it is on Toonami. And a lot of people were wondering if it was going to be on Toonami or if it was going to go to Hulu. Because for anyone who's not aware, Hulu has an exclusive contract with Aplex of America. And basically any new titles that they dub or get, which they get pretty much anything Aplex of Japan makes, so at this point in the game, basically any title they get and they dub, it goes to Hulu. Goes straight to Hulu. The premiere rights goes to Hulu. This was created in 2017, however. Sword Art Online, movie, which is now on Hulu exclusively, as well as their spin-off series that was recently dubbed and released a couple of months ago, is on Hulu exclusively as well. So a lot of people, because of that happening, a lot of people thought that Season 3 was probably not going to be on Toonami now anymore. It got even further to that because about a year ago, Blue Exorcist, another Toonami show for the first season, Season 2, aired exclusively, or premiered and aired exclusively on Hulu, the English dub. And because of that, a lot of people thought, Sword Art Online Season 3 was going to go to Hulu exclusively, but that is not the case. It is returning to Toonami. It's been officially announced. And so why is that? I'm thinking it's because, and I don't have their contract, so I don't know for sure, but based on ABC logic, I can speculate this. Is what happened is during Season 2, or not during Season 2, before they signed on for Season 2 of Sword Art Online, they signed an exclusive contract with Aplex of America. Now, again, this was back in 2015, so this is before the Hulu Applex's contract took effect, because that was in 2017, is simply they had a contract where they were allowed to premiere first the Sword Art Online future seasons that were to come out. And so that's first before it could go to Hulu, because right now I don't know if they can broadcast the first or second season anymore, because they are now on Hulu, but they originally, of course, aired on Toonami. They premiered on Toonami. The dub premiered on Toonami. But now they have since moved to Hulu after like the first season. It took, I think it was like about 2 years after it premiered on Toonami, where it moved to Hulu then. And then it was the same for GGO, or the whole season 2 of Sword Art Online. It took, I think it was like 2017-ish, which had nothing to do with the contract. It was just that after 2 years, then a stream can then start airing it for broadcasting, like after it's been broadcasted. But they don't even have the first two, 1 and 2 seasons still on Toonami.com or AdultSwim.com. So that's why I'm wondering if they don't have those rights anymore. Maybe they do now. Maybe they get them back when a new season comes out. They're allowed to then re-air them once a new season comes out, but they lose them after after 2 years. I'm not exactly sure, but the first premiere rights automatically goes to Toonami because of this contract, and like I said, it backs this up because Blue Exorcist was a Toonami show for the first season, but then for season 2, it wasn't. It went to Hulu, so they might have not signed an exclusive contract when they aired Blue Exorcist, because that's the only reason why I could think why they didn't get Blue Exorcist season 2, but did get Sword Art Online season 3. Something tells me because when they agreed to air season 2 at the time in 2016, is they said, we want it, all future seasons, so we want that contract to be like that, and that's probably what happened. So why can't they air the spinoff series? Is probably what you're saying, and since that's technically a Sword Art Online, show, it's in the same universe, same timeline, whatever. Well, technically it's a new show, even though it really isn't. It's just because it takes place in the same universe and whatever, but technically in business it's considered a new show because it's a spinoff. So that tells me it's basically considered a new show, and because of that, Hulu has the rights to it over Toonami. Toonami can't touch it, because I bet you in their contract it says they can only air the main series. They only get the premiere rights to the main series, and since technically this is a spinoff series, that is why they can't air it on Toonami, and so that's why it's only airing exclusively on Hulu. That's my theory on it. So basically, all the main series seasons are going to air on Toonami exclusively first, and then in a couple of years they'll probably air on Hulu, just like all the 2 other seasons did, but it will take about 2 or 3 years before they get them. It's going to basically be like that. It's going to be anything outside of the main series of Sword Art Online is basically going to air exclusively on Hulu, but the main series will air first on Toonami. That's what I'm thinking is the situation. But I'm glad that there's going to be an Applex series airing again on Toonami, even though it's, the continuation of the show. Because Toonami doesn't really get that many as much as they used to in the beginning, within the first couple of years of them returning. More companies are leaning more towards streaming services, so it's good that Toonami acquired the way they did with these contracts, because You got shows like Attack on Titan, which is going to premiere on Toonami every time it comes on. And it's a good thing that they got it when they did, because as we all know, now Funimation has a deal with Hulu. Now, from what I've read into it, is my understanding is it's for subtitle rights, not dub rights. It's for basically to, air, the sub version, because they air the sub versions like all the time. And that's supposed to be through Funimation now and through Hulu when they do simulcasting, which is subtitles. So that's what I think is going on here. Hulu is really monopolizing a lot of the titles, and like I said, so far to my understanding, it only is going to be the subversions for a lot of the Funimation shows, as well as the Aflac shows, but Aflac also gets dubs and subs, exclusively from Aflac. So for Funimation, it's supposed to be just subs, but they might start putting more shows on Hulu exclusively because they have a good relationship now with them, without counting, of course, shows that are already agreed upon towards Toonami, like Attack on Titans, like Dragon Ball Super, etc. So it is a really big thing right now, because Hulu is really, putting their stamp on a lot of the stuff right now. I think they even have some type of agreement with Viz, not exclusively, but they also have, a lot of Viz's shows too. Like they got an exclusive, I believe they have an exclusive deal for Sailor Moon as well, or Sailor Moon Crystal or whatever. I think they air all the Sailor Moons anyways at this point. So I'm not sure if it's dub or if it's just sub, but I'm pretty sure they have the dubs too though on there. But my point being is Hulu is taking a lot of the stuff, and so with Toonami to be able to hold on to Sword Art Online, at least the main series, is still pretty good. For them, that they're keeping that, they're keeping their main shows that they need. They might not be able to get a lot of these newer shows, but they're keeping a lot of the shows that they really need to keep themselves afloat, which is really smart by Toonami. You got your obviously Dragon Ball Super, you got your Attack on Titans, you got Sword Art Online. So they're keeping a lot of the mainstream shows that are going to appeal to a lot of people. Obviously Naruto as well. They're keeping a lot of those out there, which is really good for them. But for Sword Art Online, it's going to be really interesting to see where this story goes. Getting to the actual topic here, Sword Art Online, as we all know from me, my perspective, the first season, I was not a big fan of the first season, as you all should know by now if you've seen my videos, because of a lot of stupid shit they did in the first season, and even the creator of Sword Art Online even admitted that the first season was rushed. So, which, you know what, I'd agree with him on that statement, because there was a lot of stupid shit that happened in the first season. The second season surprised me, because the second season was fucking amazing. Freaking amazing. It was the best. It was the best one of them all. Like GGO, I love fucking. I love freaking GGO. As a matter of fact, I did watch the spinoff series too on Hulu. I love the spinoff series, by the way. Spinoff series was really freaking good. If you guys haven't watched the Sword Art Online spinoff series, it takes place in GGO, but it's different characters. It's really good. You guys really should check it out. The storyline is really good. I don't know what it is. Everything involving GGO is always good for some reason. Maybe it's because they're original. They don't have to look like themselves. I don't know, but every time they do GGO, I'm telling you, it's really good. They always have good storylines for GGO. Yeah, they should just continue making like storylines on GGO at this point. Just continue making spin-offs, continue making OVAs of GGO, because every time when they do GGO, they get it right. They get it right with GGO, but they don't get it right with anything else. At this point, well, I'm hoping they get it right with season 3, because their movie was good. I did watch their movie. Their movie was pretty good too. Um, so I don't know. Like, we seen this trailer. It looked pretty good. The trailer was the Toonami bumper trailer was basically, you know, showing Kirito. It's gonna be more about Kirito. Like part 2 of season 2 was more about Asuna than it was about Kirito. As we know, it was ALO for part 2 of season 2. Um, it seems like this is gonna be more about Kirito. There's appears to be a new character in the show, and we'll see more probably about him. Death Gun is returning. That's Psychopath again. When will he learn at this point? And it seems like the main plot is not a virtual world, but it is going to be more of like a dream world. So I'm not sure, but that's kind of what it looked like in the trailer, but I could be wrong about that. But that's what it seemed to me as a viewer watching it. Was it supposed to be like some type of dream world? Like he didn't have his weapon or anything. Like, it looked like he was trying to grab his sword and it wasn't really there. Like there was a mirage type thing. So it's kind of like he's like in some type of dream world or something. But then it also shows Asuna there too. So maybe Asuna is going to be involved in this too. Maybe it's going to be both of them, because part 2, season 2 was more about Asuna, and part 1, season 2 was more about Kirito because that was GGO. It seems like that's where they're going with this storyline plot. But I'm not too sure because we have to still watch it. But they are showing an hour of it. Now I don't know if this is gonna be. It can't be like just showing like the first episode again back to back, right? So they're gonna be showing 2 new episodes of it, which is also something pretty interesting because Megalobox will be taking a hiatus next week because of this. Megalobox will be on a 2-week hiatus, so they're not going to show a new episode of Megalobox. But the week after that, they'll, start it up again. And we'll find more about what's going on with Megalobox and what's going on with Joe. But Sword Art Online is showing 2 episodes next week, I think, for the premiere of season 3, which is pretty interesting that they're going to show 2 episodes because I don't recall them doing this for the first or second season of Sword Art Online. And they don't even do this Dragon Ball Super. They should be doing this Dragon Ball Super because we gotta get to the end of the line here. We're already just starting up the Tournament of Power. Like next week is supposed to be the start of the Tournament of Power because they were there, but it didn't start. They were just like all confronting each other. So we're gonna find out more about that next week. But they're showing 2 episodes, so there's gotta be something going on. Not exactly. I think it's gonna be 24. It's gonna be a 24 episode season. So, well, they'll probably have a part 1 and a part 2, like they normally do. They do part 1, part 2. They did that for the first season and the second season. So it'll be part 1, season 3, part 2, season 3. They might have a couple episodes that are filler like they did for season 2. Maybe. I'm not sure. But overall, it has a lot of promise. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm hoping it's not rushed. Obviously, it's been a couple of years since the second season, so I'm imagining it wasn't rushed like the first season, and they don't freaking do all the stupid shit that they've been doing like in the first season. But then again, they still have Asuna and Kirito as like a lover couple, which is the most overrated ship right now in anime, because it's not a good ship and it's unrealistic and it doesn't make sense. Sinon and Kirito was a better ship. And that's what they should have went with instead of this stupid like couple ship that they have going on after the first season. Oh my god, that ship is. Well, no, like That's why I like Sinon. Sinon, like, actually is realistic. Like, she's a realistic character. Like, I mean, well, with the exception of her backstory. I mean, that kind of seems unbelievable. But I mean, you could still relate to the character. She has a backstory. She's relatable. You know, Kirito, we didn't really know that much about him. Asuna, we didn't know that much about. I mean, Kirito, we sort of knew a little bit coming out of the first season, but Asuna we didn't really know that much about, and that's just, and then of course the unrealistic, them just falling in love the way they did, just was stupid. Um, Sinon and Kirito actually like had a genuine chemistry that could have turned into a romance, but they kind of blew that with the fact that Asuna was already there. Um, and they did show Sinon too, like in her GGO gear. So maybe Sinon will be in this as well. I hope so because I like Sinon. Sinon's like the best character in Sword Art Online. She's actually my favorite character in Sword Art Online. Because she's the only character that actually has a backstory, and she's a character that actually has character development, which most of these characters do not, unfortunately. And any of them that do don't get it right away. Which, by the way, is another reason why you should check out the spin-off series, too, because the spin-off series actually gave character development to characters that aren't going to probably be even in the main series. So, you should check out those characters, too, because those characters, it was like a 12, it was like, I think it was like 13 episodes, or whatever. I don't remember the episode count. I think it was around 13, though. And in 13 episodes, they managed to give these new characters backstories, which I think was just incredible, since in 13 episodes in the first season, we didn't get shit from Kirito and Asuna. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Hopefully, this is going to be really good. And I'm looking forward to it. And I'm hoping they're going to follow suit with the same success or same storyline plots they did for the second season. Even AOL was good too. Like, it wasn't as good as GGO, but AOL was good too. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Comment, rate. If you like this video, my videos, please subscribe. And that's about it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Peace!